Hello, royal folks. It's good to see you all here again. This is your regular dose of royal news and analysis. Before we move on to any further details, I would really love to thank you all for your enormous love and support. But before we delve into further discussion, if you haven't subscribed, come on, guys, what are you waiting for? Hit like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell ASAP. Thank you so much for your time and support. Let's start the video now. Princess Lilibet Diana Mountbatten Windsor's 4th birthday turned into an enchanting fairy tale celebration this year, as Prince Harry and Meghan Markle whisked their daughter away on a family trip to Disneyland in California. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, who relocated to the United States after stepping down from royal duties in 2020, marked the milestone with a 2-day adventure in the world-famous theme park. The celebration, captured partly on Meghan's Instagram account last week, has quickly become a talking point among royal watchers and fans worldwide. Beyond the carousel rides, corn dogs, and Mickey-shaped treats, the day's centerpiece, a Little Mermaid-themed birthday cake, carried a deeper, symbolic resonance that tied back to one of Meghan's most candid revelations about her royal journey. In a video montage shared online, Meghan, 43, offered glimpses of the Sussex family's time at Disneyland. The footage included the couple enjoying rides with their children, Prince Archie, 5, and Princess Lilibet, 4, indulging in classic theme park food and laughing together in what appeared to be a carefree, joy-filled atmosphere. The trip, according to a family friend quoted in U.S. outlets, was deliberately designed to give Lilibet a magical birthday she would never forget. The choice of Disneyland carried added significance. It was not only a quintessential American childhood experience, but also a chance for the Sussexes to showcase a more relatable, family-oriented side of their lives. But the highlight of the trip was undoubtedly the cake. Designed around the Little Mermaid theme, the multi-tiered dessert was adorned with pastel blue frosting and a detailed figurine of Ariel perched at the top. Photos of the cake, shared on social media, quickly went viral. Admirers praised the thoughtful and whimsical design, while others drew attention to how the choice reflected Meghan's past comments about her personal identification with Disney's red-haired mermaid princess. The cake was not just a charming addition to Lilibet's celebration, it was also laden with symbolism. Back in 2021, during the couple's explosive interview with Oprah Winfrey, Meghan revealed how she had related her own experience in the British royal family to the story of Ariel in The Little Mermaid. Recalling her time living in Nottingham Cottage, the small residence on the grounds of Kensington Palace, Meghan told Oprah, "I was sitting in Nottingham Cottage, and The Little Mermaid came on, and I thought, well, I'm here all the time. I might as well watch this." As she watched, Meghan found herself struck by parallels between the fictional mermaid's journey and her own. Ariel, who sacrifices her voice to the villainous sea witch Ursula in exchange for legs to be with Prince Eric, resonated deeply with Meghan's sense of losing her own voice within the royal institution. And I went, oh my God, she falls in love with the prince, and because of that, she loses her voice, Meghan explained. But Meghan also pointed out the hopeful twist in Ariel's story. But in the end, she gets her voice back. Oprah, quick to spot the connection, remarked, "And this is what happened here. You feel like you got your voice back." To which Meghan simply replied, "Yeah." This symbolic identification has since become part of the wider narrative around Meghan's experience, her loss of independence and eventual reclamation of her voice after leaving royal life. Choosing a Little Mermaid theme for her daughter's birthday cake appears then to be more than coincidence. It was a subtle yet powerful nod to that deeply personal revelation. Observers have noted that Meghan and Harry are deliberate in the ways they frame public glimpses of their private lives. Every detail, whether it is the themes of their projects, their public appearances, or even the motifs in birthday celebrations, tends to carry layered meaning. Royal commentator Ingrid Seward told The Mirror that the cake was a thoughtful choice that reflects Meghan's ability to weave storytelling into even personal celebrations. She added, "The Sussexes are acutely aware of the narratives around them, and a Disney princess regaining her voice resonates strongly with Meghan's journey." Supporters argue that Meghan's approach demonstrates resilience and empowerment, especially for women who identify with her struggles in navigating high-pressure institutions. Critics, however, may see the choice as another example of the Duchess leaning into symbolism to reinforce her own narrative. Still, within the broader Sussex story, the Little Mermaid motif stands out as one of the more poignant parallels Meghan has drawn. By incorporating it into her daughter's birthday, she arguably passes on both a celebration of imagination and a subtle reminder of personal strength. The Disneyland trip is also a reflection of the couple's efforts to carve out a new life for their young family in California. After leaving behind the constraints of senior royal duties, Harry and Meghan have pursued independent ventures, including media production, philanthropy, and advocacy work. They have frequently emphasized their desire to give Archie and Lilibet as normal a childhood as possible, free from the rigid expectations of palace life. The decision to celebrate Lilibet's birthday in a quintessentially American way underscores that intent. Harry and Meghan are building their own traditions, said royal biographer Omid Scobie. For them, trips like this are about creating memories for their children that reflect their values, rather than following what might have been expected back in the UK. Interestingly, this is not the first time Meghan has had a brush with Disney. In 2020, just months after stepping down as working royals, Meghan narrated a Disney Plus documentary called Elephant as part of a charitable arrangement benefiting Elephants Without Borders. At the time, her collaboration with the entertainment giant was seen as symbolic of the Sussexes' shift toward carving a new identity in Hollywood and beyond. Disney, with its iconic storytelling legacy, offered both a professional opportunity and a cultural touchstone for the couple. Now, years later, Disney again features prominently in their family life, this time as the backdrop to their daughter's milestone birthday. Unsurprisingly, Meghan's Instagram post sparked widespread reactions across social media. Fans flooded the comments with warm wishes for Lilibet and praise for the family's choice of celebration. Magical in every way. What a beautiful memory for your little princess, one follower wrote. Another commented, "Love how the cake ties back to Meghan's Oprah interview. That symbolism is powerful." Not everyone was convinced, however. Some critics argued that the Sussexes were once again courting publicity by sharing such private family moments online. It's hard to tell where their privacy line is anymore, one Twitter user remarked. Nonetheless, the majority of responses were positive, focusing on the joy of seeing the Sussexes embracing family life away from royal constraints. Royal birthdays in the UK are often marked with formality and ceremony, be it official portraits, palace receptions, or military salutes for senior members of the family. By contrast, Harry and Meghan's approach is notably informal and family-centered. Taking the children to Disneyland rather than Windsor Castle Gardens is emblematic of the Sussexes' break from tradition, said historian Sarah Gristwood. It's a way of signaling that they're charting their own course, away from the rigid expectations of the monarchy. This contrast, analysts say, highlights the central tension in Harry and Meghan's story, their quest to balance their royal legacy with their desire for independence. As the Sussexes continue to navigate their post-royal life, moments like Lilibet's birthday celebration offer a window into how they are crafting their own identity as a family. The choice of Disneyland reflects their embrace of American culture and their effort to root their children in the environment they now call home. The Little Mermaid cake, meanwhile, reveals how Meghan continues to infuse personal symbolism into her public and private milestones. For royal watchers, the event may be dissected for hidden meanings, but for Harry and Meghan, it was simply a chance to give their daughter a day filled with magic, laughter, and love. As Meghan once said in her Oprah interview, in the end, Ariel gets her voice back. For the Duchess of Sussex, that story continues to resonate, and perhaps, by passing on that message to her daughter, it becomes a family legacy of its own. So what do you think about this news, guys? Write down in the comments what you think and let me know. Until then, guess we'll just have to wait and see if things turns out to be something after all. Subscribe now and become part of a community dedicated to diving deep into the stories that touch our lives. Your support is more than just a click. It's a commitment to staying connected and engaged with what matters most. As simple as that. Thank you so much.